Okay, so after you have set up all of your equipment and you're ready to go, let's talk about the software features for 9.0. Right now, you should be seeing 9.0 on your screen. What I'm going to show you with my mouse is how to open a new file. This file button, you can open a file that you've already established, or you can open a new file, and you can go in through this computer or the eClinic. We are not going over the eClinic today, so you can open a new file on this computer. And you do that by clicking there and then entering in the name of yourself, your trainer name. So I'm going to be the trainer today. I'm the therapist. And then my trainee information comes next. So let's just say that I'm going to be training Ralph today. And Ralph's birthday is January 13th. And I'm going to use his birthday as my numeric ID. Ralph is right-handed, and he is a male, and I'm going to put his full birth date in right here. He was born in 1997. Okay, so let's go ahead and push OK. Now I'm going to save this to my desktop or to the IMPro data, and I can save that. Now what you'll notice is that down here at the bottom, RMC is my trainee, Ralph is my trainee, and this is his code. In File, if I want to open a different file, as you can see, I can go to Open here, or I can go down here to the bottom, and I can open a different file. And you'll notice right here at the bottom of your screen, a new file has been opened with a different name, okay? So what you're noticing as well is that if you go through the control panel here, the default training that always comes up, and we reviewed this in the live certification, default is always short form testing with exercise 1, both hands. So you can't change your repetitions, your minutes, or your tempo when you are in short form testing. So you have to go here and you have to choose what you want to do. Maybe you want to start with long form testing. Or maybe you want, if you've already trained this person a few days, you're going to go into regular training. Look what happens when I choose regular training. Now I can go back and I can change repetitions, minutes, tempo, difficulty, SRO, and burst levels. I can also change all of the volumes. You'll also notice that when I hover over the repetitions or the area that I'm looking to change, that a description comes up. Again, these descriptions are in Module 1 of the Self-Study Manual, but this is really nice because if you hover, it tells you exactly what each of these settings will do. So very quickly, I want to go over the training visuals as well. And you click on Training Visuals, and you're going to choose what you want to have the background screen look for visual training. This is also how you access the games. The games are in green. So if I want to do fishing as a game, that's going to be my training background screen with enriched score without the center flash. And if I choose OK, this is going to show the game that I've chosen. If I don't want to do a game, but I do want visual feedback, I go to the ones that are not illuminated in green, and I choose one of the background screens. And now what I have is just a picture in the background. So that's how you get to your training visuals, okay? And we can go back to just auditory with the default screen, which gets you back to just the blue interactive metronome. The result view is going to show you either the data list view, what you've done that day or in the past, or the result view will show you a visual view. And if you look down here at the bottom, you're going to have a running visual view as well while you're training. And then at the end, you're going to have a visual view that comes up of your training scores right in the middle. The reports button, this gives you feedback on all of the reports that your client has trained. So you can get general reports, how many minutes, total minutes, session reps, total reps. You can also print all of the reports. The exercises shows you all of the pre-programmed exercises on the long form. And you just go through and you look at those exercises. That's a very nice visual not only for yourself but for your clients. The options drop-down menu is where you authorize hours, or you can do your avatar settings for each of your clients. And then the help drop-down button will tell you how to get into tech support. So that's a high-level overview. Again, over here on the right-hand side is the trainer, that would be me, and then the trainee, the first initial of the trainee. But if you want to see exactly who the trainee is down here at the bottom. I also want to remind you that if the numbers are not changing in this area while your client is training, it's likely that there's a connection issue between the tap mat or the button trigger and your MCU unit. So you always want to make sure that these numbers here and down here are changing. If they're staying static, it's likely that you're not recording any of the data. That happens sometimes. It's just part of the program. You just have to go in and stop your training, restart, and get going once again just to make sure that you're recording the data. Right here in the middle top is the go and the stop button. Pretty simple. It's going to start your task and it's going to stop your task. So it says here also, if you stop a task prior to 20 hits being recorded, the data will not be available for reports. You also have these buttons right here, the count in, the guide sounds, and auto difficulty. Don't forget about these. It's very easy to turn on or turn off the guide sounds right here. And it's also very easy to turn on or off the count in. And if you remember, the count in just gives you 5 basic beats before it stops keeping track of your data. Okay? So that's a high-level overview of the dashboard of the new IM 9.0. I want to thank you for attending today's webinar. And again, as always, please contact us if you have any comments, concerns, or questions. It's been a pleasure speaking with you today. I wish you all the best.